Hey guys, Brizen here. I'm profiling my Melodious deck for you for the May 2020 format. It's a deck that my wife helped me build years ago, and the new Link monster was announced for it, and I picked it up as soon as I could after it came out. Now I have it, so I want to profile the deck for you guys. The deck is really good with the release of this Link monster, so hope you guys enjoy. We play 3 Aria. While it's a special summon monster in the field, Melodious monsters you control can be targeted or destroyed by battle. Targeted by card effects, destroyed by battle. And then 3 Elegy goes hand in hand with Aria. If special summon Melodious monster you control can't be destroyed by card effects, and then if it is special summon, all fairy types gain 300, which is what all these are fairies. So if you have both of these special summoned out, they both can't be destroyed by battle, can't be targeted by card effects, and can't be destroyed by card effects, and they're blanket effects, which is really good. 3 Sonata, it's not once per turn, you can special summon her. From your hand, if you control Melodious, and then while special summoned, all fairy types gain 500. So if you have like these two out, they're all gaining 800, and they can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by card effect, and can't be targeted, which is cool. And we're maxing out on all the special summonable Melodiouses so you can get to Bloom really easily. Or, yeah. 3 Cannon. It's only once per turn you can special summon her, but if you control Melodious, you can play her from hand. The other effects are relevant, but you can change the battle position of Melodious, which isn't that important. And we play 2 Sopranos so it doesn't clog. When she's special summon, you add a Melodious from your grave to hand, so there's a lot of recursion in the deck. And then you can use her to fusion summon a Melodious using monsters that you have on your side of the field, which is really good. And then I am taking in 1 Tam Tam. If it's special summon, you control Melodious monster, you can add a poly from your deck. Move your graveyard to your hand. If it's sent to the graveyard as a fusion material, you can target a Melodious monster you control, and it loses 500 attack, and then you inflict 500 damage, which is really good if you use it with your Bloom Diva in the extra deck to make it weaker so you can do more damage. But yeah, it's really just there to help search out that poly, thin out your deck. That's it for the regular Melodiouses. For the big ones, we play 3 Mazarta, the Melodious Maestra. Once turning, you special summon a light fairy type from your hand, and then you can only special summon, after you activate the effect, you only special summon light monsters, which is fine. And then 1 Chapina, you can target a light fairy monster in your grave, add it to your hand. You can't activate non-light monster effects, which again doesn't matter, but we are playing 3 of her because she helps extend your combos, and but we do play the 1 Chapina just to recycle your resources, so late game you have something, and you're playing 4 Maestras instead of just 3 of the Mozarta. So, plus she's not that bad. 2,300. You're playing 3 of the bigger one though, just so you can beat everything. But yeah, that's it for the monsters. On to the spells. Play 3 Ostinato. I love this card. If you control no monsters, you can fuse some 1 Melodious fusion monster from your extra deck by sending them to the grave. So it's kind of like a shut-all fusion, but you can activate it turn 1. And then at the end of the turn, you destroy that fusion monster, special summon both things that were used for its summon. So like if you would send, which is the main thing you do, you send like an Aria and an Elegy for a fusion summon. Then at the end of the turn, when that thing dies, you special summon these 2 back, and then everything's protected by battle, card effect targeting, card effect destruction, and they gain 300, which is really good. So it starts off your combos. Play 3 first movement solo. If you control no monsters, and what's good about it is your opponent doesn't have to control any, you can special summon level 4 lower Melodious from your hand or deck. You can't special summon some monsters for the rest of the turn except Melodiouses, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, it helps you get your Aria out of the deck to sit on or anything you need. And then we play 2 Celestial Transformation. Why I'm playing this instead of I forget the other one. It's Photon something that I used to play at Special Summons level 4. This just Special Summons a fairy type monster. Its attack is half and it's destroyed during the end phase, but if you, let's say you special summon Elegy off of Celestial Transformation, Elegy's effect, making them not being able to destroy by card effects, will keep her on the board anyways. Or if you use that to play Mazarta, and the Mazarta special summons something you need, and then you fusion with it. Like, the drawbacks of it being destroyed or halving its attack doesn't matter. You're just trying to get these things special summoned onto the board so you get their effects. Alright, for consistency, playing 2 Pot of Desires because it's a 40 card deck. I feel like playing 3 Pot of Desires in a 40 card deck, especially because it's not like super combo where you have to open up certain cards to make plays. I feel like 2's fine. 3, you're never going to be able to activate 3 in a game. So in place of the 3rd one, I'm playing 1 Upstart Goblin because 39 card deck's better than a 40. It makes it a little bit more consistent. 3 Call by the Grave. You do want your Bloom Harmonious, the new link, to go through. If somebody ashes that, your day is ruined. 3 Forbidden Chalice because I can't afford to buy imperms, but this card still works pretty well. It doesn't turn off the column, and you can't activate it from your hand during your opponent's turn, but it still negates the effect, and whatever it negates its effect gains 400. So you can use it offensively and defensively. You can use it to negate a monster effect, or if you need to bash over something, you negate your own effect, give your monster 400 and beat over it, which is really cool. With back row removal, we play 2 Cyclone in the main. I don't want to main deck 3, even though it's really good against Eldritch, because if you don't play against Eldritch, it sucks. Because a lot of decks aren't really playing back, or at least play against some weird stuff. So I sided the 3rd. But yeah, being able to banish their traps so they can't banish them in the graveyard is just super good. And if you ever play against some douchey Mystic Mind player, their field barrier doesn't actually stop it, because it banishes. The 1 Poly, because you can get it back from your graveyard in your hand. It sucks if you banish it off of Desires, but you're also only playing 1 card to search it, so you win some, you lose some, I guess. But I don't want to play any more than that, because I really don't want to hard draw it. I mean, it's also in there because if you do hard draw it, it's a way to get into your fusions, but it's mainly in there to try to search off the Tam Tam and give you another option for plays. And then we do play the 1 Monster Reborn, just to free special summon back like an Ari or anything in your graveyard, so you can start getting the benefits of them being special summoned, or bring back a Mazarta or a Shapina and add stuff, which is super cool. Which I also forgot to mention, if you have a Shapina Mazarta on the field, it's great. Shapina can add something to hand and Mazarta can special summon it. Alright guys, we're going to the extra deck. We have 3 Bloom Harmonious and Melodious Composer. If it's linked summon, you discard a card, especially 2 Melodious monsters with different levels from your deck, which is why we're playing all of the different levels. The Shapina, Mazarta, Elegy, Sonata, and then all the 4s, which mainly off of Bloom, if you don't have your Elegy and Aria lock, you're probably going to play those 2. And like I said, Shapina and Mazarta go really well together, and they're also both different levels. This is a 7, this is an 8, so you can play these 2 out of the deck, bring something back to your hand, special summon 1. So whatever works out really well. Even this is a 3, so you can bring that out, which is good. And then the other amazing thing about this card is that, well, 1, you can't special summon monster turn you activate this effect, except for Melodious, which doesn't matter. But if Melodious monster that it points to attacks, your opponent can activate cards or effects in the end of the damage step. So it goes really well with another fusion we're playing. Can kind of help you OTK a little bit, depending on your hand. 3 Shiberta. It's a really good card. During your player's turn, you can target with 3 cards in any graveyards and banish them. If you do, it gains 200 attack for each, but it can only use once while it's on the field. So like you can basically use this as like a Call by the Grave or a DD Crow on your, or like a DD Crow or Call by the Grave on your opponent's turn, which is good. And it only takes 2 Melodious, so it's how you ostinato your Elegy and your Aria out of the deck, so you can get the lock going. Then we play 2 Bloom Diva. This one's what got me into the deck in the first place. Can't be destroyed by battle with card effects. Take no battle damage from battles involving it. If a battle is a special summon monster, your opponent takes the damage, and at the end of the damage step, it blows up. Which is why Tam Tam making it lose 500 attack really doesn't matter. It's just an out to almost anything. It's like a Catastor. Or not a Catastor. It's like a Construct, except it still has to battle, but your opponent will take the damage and will still get rid of it, which is cool. And then we play 2 Bloom Prima. This is one that works well with the Bloom Harmonious effect. So it takes 1 Melodious Maestra and then 1 or more Melodious monsters, which I forgot to mention. All the divas, they take a Maestra, which is why we're playing the Maestras out of the deck too. It takes that and then 1 or more Melodious monsters. So it gains 300 attack for each fusion material that you use, and then it can make a second attack during each battle phase, which is cool. Also, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Melodious monster from your grave to hand, which gives you some recursion. But, like, you have this underneath your Harmonious, and you fuse, like, there's sometimes you can fuse, like, 4 or 5. Like, it'll gain, like, 1,500 attack and be at, like, 3,400, and it can attack twice. So, like, it can help you facilitate OTKs, FTKs, stuff like that, or just clear boards. Really good, because they can't activate traps to stop it. Now onto the links. We play 1 Gravity Controller, because all these are fusions, so you play a lot of fusions, you just link them off, and Gravity Controller bounce something. We play Phoenix for back row, Unicorn to bounce Floodgates, and big monsters. Triss Bandit is good against Eldritch right now. If you play against any control deck, really, you just banish. You special summon something to zone it points to, which is easy to do. Banish all back row. Now, these are just in here for cheeky situations. Most of the time, you can't use them because of the restriction of your links, but they're there if you need them. And then we play the 1 Borreload just to snatch steal an opponent's monster, so you can get over big guys. But yeah, that is the deck for you guys. That's my Melodious deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the profile. I've been working really hard on coming up with a good build for the deck. I think this build is really good. If you'd want to, and you don't like the fact that these aren't light, you can take out like a decent amount of these, but like the Hipposh and Ingen in here if you wanted to raise them all by 500. You can add more of the fusions in here to make sure you have 3 of each one, because a lot of people play Extravagance. You can do that in here. I just don't have the money for it. I'd probably take out the Desires in the Upstart if I had Extravagance, but like you can like play another Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir, and another Bloom Diva, the Melodious, or Bloom Prima, the Melodious Choir. That takes up 2, and then you can play 3 of the Hushingen because he's a Fairy Light. But yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.